What is up, everyone? Welcome back. So today I got some awesome news. The first one being I finally got the replacement snorkel for the CSL Airbox. So we're gonna be test fitting this and making sure everything is nice, fits nice and perfect. So stay tuned for that. And second being, I finally managed to get some schedule some dyno time. So we're gonna drive to the dyno shop and I'm gonna have Hassan fine tune the tune on the car. But first, let's test fit the snorkel. Let me do a comparison first. So here are the two snorkelers. This is the original one and this is the redesigned piece. Just figure I want to show you the differences. So the major difference are the original design, the width of it was 9 inches and you look at the new one is 8. So the mouth, the flare on the mouth is much smaller. So almost an inch smaller. See the lip, how's it coming over here? There's still a lip going up, but it's not as wide as this one. So that I think should do the trick. Everything else seems about the same. So let's take this to the car and test fit this real quick. Alright, we're here at the engine bay and let's test fit this redesigned snorkeler. The finish is nice, I like it. Now it comes with a little sticker about, I guess, the production number. So let's see, mine is a number 3 creation per this label. So it has a nice finish. I like the matte finish. So let's see, let me slide it in there. And let's see. And it appears that the problems have been resolved. The redesign works because I see here that it mates properly on the bottom here. So it's gonna work. There's ample clearance next to the elbow here, about, I would say, close to an inch, and on the other side maybe half an inch. There's no obstruction on the bottom neither. One thing I'm curious, because I took out the little tube before. I don't think this gonna work with this tube. This is not a CSL tube, and I guess this opening is for the CSL ducting. So I'm gonna see if I could do some ingenuity and somehow adapt this so this could fit on here, and basically have a cold air feeding from the bumper. So, but so far so good. It looks like everything is resolved. So good job there, Streamline. Let me see if I could adapt this tubing to see if this will work with this snorkel design. So from preliminary measuring, I figured I have to cut at least this much of this elbow, because it's sticking way too high to maybe somehow mate it with the snorkel. So let me cut it here and then I'll see if that helps. I cut it about this much. See, this is the piece I cut off. Let's see if this will work. So I put the pipe, the cut pipe, and this is how it looks inside over there. So let's see if the snorkeler is gonna somewhat fit. Here we go. Let's see if I get lucky and make this on the first try. Wow, what do you know? It actually fits. Just shine some light on it. Oh wow, that was a perfect angle. I won't be able to show you this with a camera, but that was a perfect cut. It actually made right up to it. So I'll get some cold air from the bumper So looking good so far. You have to put these bolts in that Streamline provides. They did advise to put some Loctite on them, and because of the vibration they might get loose with time, so you might want to put some Loctite on them, some blue Loctite, and be ready to go. And there it is. The snorkel installation is complete. Wasn't too difficult, just 4 bolts and some modification to the existing non-CSL ducting, which it wasn't too bad. So now we have some, hopefully we could get some airflow through here, and I'll go up right through the snorkel to the airbox. So this looks awesome in my opinion. Comment down below what you think, and this completes the CSL airbox installation. So I truly like the way this came out. It does have almost like an OEM look, if you ask me. So yeah. So now what we could do is tomorrow I have some dyno time scheduled. So Hassan is gonna be fine-tuning the tune, and we're gonna see what kind of number this combo puts out, the airbox along with the cam. So can't wait. Let me take it for a spin real quick, and tomorrow we're gonna be on the dyno checking out what kind of power we could make with this combination. All right, here's some induction noises. Here we are the next morning on our way to the dyno shop. I'm really curious what kind of numbers we're gonna put down to the ground with all these mods. From the dyno shop, we are done with tuning the car. So the question is, what did we end up with? Before I get into the numbers, let me just give a big shout out to Hassan and HTE Performance. He did a phenomenal job tuning the car. We left it at a point that we both felt comfortable how the numbers looked and what the car could offer us. So that went well. Let's talk about the numbers. We ended up putting down 340 wheel horsepower and 247 foot-pounds of torque. Now, how do I feel about this number? Well, 340, 247, with these mods is not the highest, because his Hassan has an e46 and his makes over like I think close to 380 if I'm not mistaken. Well, but that depends. He has other mods done to his car as well, so there's many factors that play into that. So I learned a lot today. So that being said, 340 is not the highest, it's not the lowest. But one thing that I learned today is that I have a catalyst headers, which are I think the JVT OEM section 1 and 2. Then I have off-brand aftermarket section 3. It's called I think it's called Z-Tech. Mainly I got it because it's very light. It weighs like 24 pounds and it sounds nice and not too loud. And that was my whole point of getting this section. I had it for about 2-3 years. And until today I didn't realize that it actually hurting my performance, because Hassan mentioned that he had the exact same muffler on his car, and before he did the cams and the airbox, and then he did the cams and the airbox, and he was only getting like around the same numbers as I am right now. And then he dug into his exhaust setup and he actually cut open that Z-Tech muffler, he said, and basically what he found out that the piping inside is actually downsizing in diameter. So basically at this point, what I'm from my understanding is I'm basically restricting the flow in section 3. So that basically might be is like a choke point in my exhaust system right now. So that's the next thing that I probably have to upgrade, probably to something like 2.5 inch piping. So we're gonna be working on that next, because he said as soon as he upgraded his section 3, he made additional 10 horses right off the bat when he went to oversized 2.5 inch piping, because the stack piping on the N3 is, I believe, 2.36 inches in diameter. So 2.5 is a little bit oversized, and if you have cams and airbox, your engine is taking in a lot more air than it is stock. Therefore, the oversized piping helps the engine breathe better, and therefore providing a higher horsepower number. So we ended up at 340, 246. It's not the highest, but I'm happy. As far as the driving impressions are, it feels way higher. I mean, like especially in mid-range, if you downshift and like go to like 5,000 RPM, it feels much harder than it did before. So I'm not 100% sold on those numbers that we ended up with. It definitely feels like it has more torque than before. So I'm definitely we're gonna do another run on a different dyno, see if there's any variations after I do convert the muffler to something that is better flowing. I mean, look at it, the car looks, it pulls really hard. I mean, you could feel like there's more oomph to it than it before. So I mean, excellent job again to Hassan and then HTE Performance. He did a marvelous job tuning this platform. Highly recommend his services. I'm gonna link his info down below if anybody is interested in a tune catch you on the next one. Peace.